So let's talk about challenges that many small business owners face. And one particular area is going to be in scaling your business. Now, scaling your business in concept is a very exciting piece, and it can be very exciting. You know, you're continuing to grow, you're reinvesting, you're bringing on more team members. It can be a very, very exciting time. However, it can be also a very scary time, especially if you don't know your numbers. I would say one of the greatest failures inside a business that's trying to scale is because they don't know how their business is actually doing. Because here's the thing when you're scaling. When you're scaling your business, you're trying to grow as quickly as possible, or at least on a scheduled growth rate. The banks are always looking at historical information. They're not necessarily helping you in raising that capital for future-based funding and hiring more people and buying more computers and adding more chairs or desks or whatever that looks like. That's not really what they're excited about. They just want to make sure that your existing business has enough money to pay their debts. So when we're scaling, we need to be very clear on our numbers for a couple reasons. One, because you're probably going to be reinvesting a lot of your working capital into this growth. As much as I don't like it, if we're looking at hiring more and more employees and building a team to create capacity, this is likely going to be the way that we have to do it. So you have to make sure you're clear on your numbers, because if your profits start dropping and you don't have the funds to essentially bring in these resources, you could find yourself in a lot of trouble very quickly. And it's a really hard balance when you're scaling, because when you start bringing in more and more people, you will see your profitability drop, right? There's going to be more people who aren't necessarily involved in projects because there's maybe some leadership or some management that are in place. That's a cost center. We have to be aware of how our business is performing to make sure we can afford to do these things, or at least at the pace that we want to. And I would turn this around the other way to say, if we know our financials and we know how our business is performing, we can go all in on making sure that we're investing and we're growing as fast as possible for whatever reason that is, to maximize your profitability, to increase the value of your business so you have an exit plan, or if it's to maximize the impact of what your business is having. If your financials are tight, if we understand how your business is performing, you can go all in with confidence, knowing your business numbers, and you can reinvest to the fullest extent possible.